Anyway, content warning, the Séance of Blake Manor is a gothic folk horror. As such, touches on a lot of human tragedies experienced throughout history. Every effort has been taken to find a balance between authenticity and sensitivity with the language used. Player discretion is advised. Hello, JC. This one's in the queue, is it? Yeah, as I was saying a short while ago, the reason I plonked on this one in the end was I saw somewhere someone said, if you liked Blueprints, this is for you. So apparently it's got a very similar vibe, so this is why we've gone for this one. But anyway, how are you doing, JC? Hopefully life is good and all. And like I said, I did play the demo, and I know I really enjoyed the demo. I can't for the life of me remember any details about it, which is probably good for a mystery game. Because if we know, like, the opening, I mean, we'll probably remember some stuff as we get in. But, start a new game? Yes, please.
Mr. Ward!
So there is voice acting in it. And I will try and refrain from... Oh.
As there is none for wasting. And right from Blake Manor in Connemara.
That's your pick, Mel.
Yesterday, a guest went missing. A young woman named Evelyn Deane. Everyone here carries on as if nothing has happened. She has not left. Of that I am sure. This envelope contains £200. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick, for I fear she's not long for this world. A further £300 will be paid out if you find her alive. I know the west of Ireland might well be the far side of the world for its distance from you. There's no one else to turn to. I hear you are an honourable man, a steadfast investigator, and, perhaps most importantly, godly. I pray for the girl that this is true.
Forget honour. If you're paying me a load of money, I'll do whatever's necessary. You enjoy talking to yourself, do you, Mel? Someone who understands you fully. Well, in that case, then I won't say hi, Mel. How you doing? Hopefully everything's going all right, and hopefully like no issues with the electricity today. So day one. Though I guess we're gonna go. We're gonna be slipping into the Irish accent. I'm gonna end up sounding like Erwin by the end of this. It's October 29th at 11 p.m. in Blake Manor Courtyard.
Evelyn Deane, daughter of the slumlord Rupert Deane. I wonder if my employer hurt me because of my past with her father.
Alright, we've got a past, have we? Also, I'm going to nudge up the volume in Mixer a little bit. And then probably drop everything else, because we want the voice as loud as it is, and it's already at 100%. So I'm going to nudge you to, like, I guess, there? It's off by 2 days. For you. You're both spoopy babies, are you? October is the best month. Well, this literally came out on October, what was it, 27th? Yeah.
Or maybe they don't know of her father's involvement in my brother's death.
Oh, we've got beef. We got beef with her dad.
I suppose that too will become clear in time.
Okay, right. I'm gonna crank it up to the max then, I guess, and then we'll drop down. Let's bring down. that like so. Because we want the voice clear through everything, don't we? You can move faster with shift, crouch with control. Okay. It's a toggle. Oh no. Hello?
Is somebody there?
Caw-caw.
What in hell?
I can't. I'm seeing things. The lateness of the hour, the long day of travel must have my nerves on edge. Still, perhaps I will ask. You can check all evidence you find in the records. Okay, so I don't have to write my own notes in Obsidian. Press 2 to access records. Right, the washerwoman. Records contain a catalogue of all evidence Ward has gathered during his investigation. Some evidence can be examined or analysed for further information. You can examine your hiring letter, for example. Go on then. Let's check the letter. This was basically the voiceover. Evelyn Deane. Everyone here carries on as if nothing. £300 if we do the job. Right. Well, we're just reading it again, so there is no close examination for a thumbprint or something like that. It's a detective game. I think there's supposed to be spooky bits in it. Like, it's literally called The Séance of Blake Manor. I think there might be ghosts. Discussable with. Okay, so we can chat with somebody about it. Like, we're gonna definitely find that necklace brooch as a piece of evidence and a clue as we progress, aren't we? What's in our... We can discuss that with the innkeeper. I guess it's the concierge, whoever is at the front desk there. You reckon the gardener did it? Okay, fair enough. Also, welcome, Bulgogi. What's on the menu today, Bulgogi? Map of the region. Okay. I'm not sure how it was pronounced again. Canard? It's between Ulster and Munster. Blake Manor. Built on conquered land by Edward Blake in 1655. Alright. Let's head inside. I think I did see if there was anywhere we could go beyond this initially, but I don't think there is. Was it just click? Click. Okay. Oh, it's chips this evening, is it? Fair enough. I should check with the front desk for any information on Miss Deane's whereabouts. Don't even know what the crime is, but it's either the gardener or the butler. The butler always did it, right? So well, I guess I can bring up the letter once more. You have until midnight tonight to resolve the mystery of Miss Deane's departure. You will be free to further explore the manor in coming days. Right. Oh, no, what was it? It was two, wasn't it? Brought up our records. So, the mystery, though we do have E for mysteries. Misty investigate back. If we examine this, Mr. Ward, I'll waste no time, as there's none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in Conmara. Yesterday a guest went missing, a young woman named Evelyn Deane. Everyone here carries on as if nothing has happened, but her room's not been slept in, nor have any locals seen her off the hotel grounds. She has not left, of that I'm sure. This envelope contains £200. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick. I fear she's not long for this world. A further £300 will be paid if you find her alive. So we got a missing person, essentially. Mel. Also, you're on your watch streak, are you, Bulgogi? Right, okay. We can examine the jack-o'-lanterns. Turnips with carved faces and glowing embers. Horrifying things. So it's just that. Nothing else from them. Right, let's go and speak to the man at the reception. There's nobody around. I could ring the reception bell or spend a moment taking in the place first. Your record, your goals and progress in the mystery map. Press 1 to access it. You've unlocked a mystery. You should investigate. I've arrived at the manor to confirm Miss Deane was here, and if no longer present, was the manner of her leaving cause for concern. Each mystery contains evidence and leads. Evidence provide information for your investigation. Leads provide guidance and avenues of investigation. Selecting a connection reveals the context for why two nodes are connected. £300 extra when you find her alive. I see. Your investigation checks tells me that you're highly suspicious. He can offer the money knowing she's not alive. Possibly. Right. Must have been summoned here for some reason. I should ring the bell so that I can speak to the manager and check in. I should check in. Right. Also other things, which we can't click on right now. Right. So, the telegraph room, which... Can we go in? There's a faint smell of burnt paper in the air. I think the manager comes and accosts us if we spend too long in here. Copy of How the Other Half Lives. It seems to be a book of photojournalism from America. Defenders of the national education system highlight that in the 60 years since it was established, we have seen an increase in national literacy rates. However, detractors of the program point out the rise in these figures is heavily impacted by both the death toll of the famine and the resulting mass emigration. Furthermore, census data indicates high volume of citizens, especially women, who can read but not write, a distinction not accounted for in the previous mentioned figures. Taking these elements into account, it is fair to say that literacy rates, especially when accounting for both reading and writing, fall well below the stated figure for the average citizen, and decline the further from Dublin one gets. Details of the Irish famine. There's nothing I can see from here that could cause the burning smell. I do remember, like, trying to fix this up. Hotel's primary means of communication with the outside world. Burning smell is stronger here. The machine does not seem to be working. Yes, we have to fix the battery on it, essentially. Voltaic pile. So we need to have zinc and copper with electrolyte stuff. Need to use all this to generate the output of 6 volts. Shows a voltaic battery with an output of 4 volts. So that's currently how many copper? 4? So each one, yeah, that's 4 volts. So we just need 2 more discs of everything to get the 6 volts capable of running that. Somebody was reading on old beliefs of the area. Let's both books together. Empty envelopes from letters yet to be written. Ink and envelopes presumably for writing. Paper imprinted with a Blake family crest. Well, presumably spare pair set of letterheads. The letter we got sent, was that on headed notepaper? Apparently not. So whoever sent it from here, but not using the typewriter. It's a piece of paper just sticking out. Suspicious of. Yeah. It's those magic drawers. What was that? A strange occurrence? I'm sorry I don't speak Irish. Anicio and Sliamach. I could have sworn the page was blank. I guess that's Amar, isn't it? Instead, there's something here in Irish. If only the language hadn't been taken from us. Have we logged that, though? Let's have a look. Strange occurrence. No, I guess... Well, I guess we'll be told if it's important. Can I actually look in the vent? Hear nothing. Seems to be stationary ink. Nothing here catches my eye. Seems to be stationary and so on. Can't get out there. Right, so let's go and chat with the manager. You speak fluent Irish, do you, Mal? Also, hello, Sky. Yes, Slime Rancher got finished off last week. Hence, new game today. Luggage room. Now, I don't remember coming in here in the demo, so this would imply maybe it was locked up before. Empty luggage. Alright, we've got to probably look for a tag with the appropriate person's name, right? Writing materials. Alright. I think we can still poke around. Obviously, we have to do something by midnight, so let's at least check out all the rooms before we ring the bell. The Grand Seance is in 2 days' time. So it was 29th, wasn't it? So yes. October 31st. The Grand Seance, a gathering of intellects interested in esoteric matters regardless of sex, colour or creed. Join the renowned mystic Carmela Mantovani as she leads us in the most advanced crossing of the veil as yet witnessed by mortal man. No wobbling tables, distant moans or questionable planchettes are here. See the spirit for yourself and better yet, speak with it directly. What is going on here? Some attempt to talk with a ghost. That cannot be possible. I have heard of seances before, but always the spirits speak through a medium, a person or object. Surely all fraudulent and spiritually dubious. What on earth was Evelyn Deane doing here? Her father did not strike me as a spiritual man, nor one who would allow his child to stray so far from his sight that she would end up here of all places. Who was this woman? The cloakroom. Blasted gold! Mr. Hunter had best get on with fixing the window soon. These crates are empty, other than rotting turnips. Lightly perfumed coat. There's a note in the pocket. Miss Deane, I would like to speak with you. Perhaps Saturday, the bar at 5 p.m. Note is addressed to Miss Deane, which makes me wonder if this is her coat. Cheap coat for such an expensive hotel. Coat's left to dry. Box of salt used to absorb moisture from the coats and boots kept in here. Nothing in the pockets. Right, well, we have our first clue. Still got some time before midnight. So actually have a poke around, see if we can see anything untoward with the suitcases. Anything wants to glow at us. That would be nice. Nor event, except there's something stuck inside. A grate is fastened firmly to the wall. I can't get it out. Right, well, we need to find a screwdriver as well, then. Doop, doop, doop. Nothing's glowing. Oh, that one is. Locked, of course, but there's something about the pattern on the lid. Where it's pulling me in. I'll have to return here later. Trunk in Bay 46. What's in room 42, though? Right. Nothing. Oh. Empty luggage. Okay, so it's the same as before. Yeah. Right. Okay. 25 past 11. Let's go and ring for the manager. Because there's no point going in the other room there, because that is the manager is in there. When interacting with a person or an object, you may have more than one action to choose. Use middle mouse to navigate between the actions. Right, well, we know he's in there. Like somebody on the other side. List of all guest activities planned for this event. Can analyze people, documents, and certain items by moving the magnifying glass to hunt for observations. So there was a welcome luncheon on Monday. Afternoon tea and lawn games. 1 to 5 p.m. on Wednesday, horse riding and parlour games. Thursday, archery, elsewise cricket. 8 p.m. divination with Miss Mantovani. 11 a.m. coach tour of the land. There's a masked ball tomorrow, as well as a silent dinner before the grand seance. Now, we can observe that. There's masked ball, 9 p.m. Silent dinner, that. Talks held daily in the drawing room located in the west corridor. Information on talk to be posted outside the room each morning. So the letter we received, how long ago had she been gone missing? What was it? Yesterday, on the 26th. So she arrived there, presumably at the welcome, and immediately went missing. More jack-o'-lanterns. Swirly script, you think maybe Middle Eastern? Personal letter to, from Victoria Lau. There's no reference to the manor or planned event whatsoever. Letters from Miss Dupree. Mr. Dupree, sorry. He is half-heartedly inquiring about a business. A photo of him outside the manor is included. His expression is flat. If I want to determine whether any suspicion happened to Miss Deane before I retire from the night, then I am running out of time. Perhaps I should start checking in. Staff wrote for the next few days. I've recorded their movements in my timetable in case it proves useful. Oh no, it's already logged. We don't actually look at it now. Okay, right. Ding! Service!
Yes?
Hello, I'm Declan Ward. I telegrammed ahead.
I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Ward. Our telegraph machine is broken. Regardless, I am Vincent Varley, the manager here. We are quite full at present, but We can fit you in. I'll send word that her room should be prepared, and I'll show you to it as soon as is possible. It shall be no later than midnight. But first, we require our guests to sign in, if you would.
Of course. Hand over the book, and we'll check everybody signed in and out properly. Evelyn Deane. Miss Deane signed the registry book a few days ago. There's a lot of names here, all signed in within the last week. More than I thought there'd be. Excluding myself and Miss Deane, there are 17 other currently staying in the hotel. Anything else we should observe? Because there's 2 or 4. Obviously our own signature. Only one guest is signed in with an X, meaning this gathering is unusually high literacy rates. Person X and Father Lorcan Sinnott signed in after Miss Deane reportedly went missing. Sign-in times. Record of who arrived and departed when. I noticed Miss Deane did not sign out.
I see you are busy for somewhere so remote, though it seems quiet around here.
The seance has brought a great many visitors, it's true. Most have retired early to be ready for the weekend ahead.
Ah, yes, the, seance. I noticed the Miss Deane's name signing in. Does that happen to be Evelyn Deane?
It is. Rather it was. I'm afraid she's not staying with us any longer. Were you hoping to meet her?
Your scales are broken or you're confused, but isn't 100 milliliters of water supposed to be 100 grams? It should be, yes.
I was. She's, left already?
She has, yes. Can I help with anything else?
You can engage in conversation with characters by discussing evidence from your record. Certain responses will reveal new information, exposing more about the characters and their mysteries. Discussing topics will consume time. Select discuss evidence to ask Mr. Varley about Miss Deane. Sure thing. We'll discuss some evidence. So I guess there was a strange woman outside. You all think me quite mad, Mr. Varley, but I saw a woman washing something in the fountain. I can assure you that our facility has a full laundry. Nothing is washed in the fountain. Perhaps you saw a benign. It would be fitting for the time of year and gathering here, though unfortunate for whoever's clothes was being washed. Also, we can analyze him, which is taking a careful look. Crack in glasses. They must be difficult to see through. The damage must be recent, or surely he'd have fixed them. Yeah, I guess the temperature of the water could affect it. Unhappy expression. He looks profoundly displeased. Is it with me or something else? Hand on pocket watch. He keeps checking his pocket watch. He's either pressed for time, ruled by routine, or both. Is that everything? I think so. Nothing in his pocket square. No. No. Okay. Discuss about Emily. I'm sorry, but did you say Miss Deane departed already? Yes, Tuesday night, perhaps Wednesday morning. Her letter said she had to leave on short notice. Letter? In truth, she took her luggage and left in the middle of the night. In the morning, we found only a letter and her payment at the front desk. That'd be usual for her? I could not say, sir. This is the first time she stayed here. We gotta find that letter. Hand warm water, so you measured 360 mils. Scale says it's 550 grams. That's like, I mean, theoretically, I mean, warmer water would take up larger volume, but it shouldn't. Yeah, I think that might have to reset the scales somewhat. Double check. We can discuss him. What can you tell me about yourself, sir? I am the manager here at the hotel. With the utmost respect, Mr. Ward, I think that's all you need to know. Alright, what else was there? We could ask about... we'll ask about the fact that the telegram is broken. You mentioned the telegraph machine is down. It is. Likely the storm shorted the battery. Terrible timing. I tried to wire up the replacement, but I haven't had no luck. I'll have the groundsman look in the morning. Am I keeping you from something? Are you very busy, sir? I notice you're holding your pocket watch there. These events do not run themselves. And the manor's success depends on a tight scheduling. He seems quite grumpy. You're right, sir. You look rather perturbed. I'm perfectly fine. My mind is on the hotel and the event. Of course. This event, the seance, looks like you've gone to some trouble with this event. The seance is the first of its kind. It seemed prudent to put some expenses into the event. What makes this seance distinct from any others? Well, I simply run the hotel and would not be best source of in-depth explanation, but I will try my best. Typical seance allows only limited communication with the ghost, limited in that a medium is needed, a host, a device, etc. It is believed that at the right time of year, with the right collection of people gathered, a more direct form of communication could be achieved. And so, those people have been gathered here at Samhain, where and when the veil is thinnest, to see if that is true. As I say, that is the belief. Whether you believe it, Mr. Ward, is up to you. I mean, I've already seen some strange things happening here. I've noticed some strange goings-on around the manor. Don't concern yourself. I suspect most occurrences are just a matter of exaggerated stories among the guests. Anything else? Well, it's an old house. No harm has ever come of its tricks. I don't suppose you speak Irish, as we have a phrase. You seem to have broken your glasses, sir. Did you happen to drop your glasses? It's nothing, sir. They are serviceable. I'll have them replaced after the event. If we want to sneak up on him, we should approach from the left side. He's going to be a little foggier on that side. The guy turning into birds was just an exaggeration, yes. Let's ask about our luggage. I'm sorry about the late hour. I misjudged the time needed for the journey. It happens often enough, though usually not so late in the day. Our driver knows the route well. He will shorten your return trip. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. You may deposit your luggage on the rack to my right. Our porter will then bring it to your room when ready. It's a interesting building you've got here. What can you tell me about the manor? Well, it was built in the mid-1600s on the land awarded to Edward Blake for his part in the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland. It has since been passed down through the generations of the Blake family and has survived any number of tragedies. Marquess Jonathan Blake is the latest in the line to hold the title, with him and his young son, young Master Walter, being the last two members of the line. It was the Marquess' initiative to open the manor as a hotel in 1870 to pull the place through the difficult post-famine years. That's all I could say, though I suspect there is more information in the library, should you care for more. We are out here in the sticks, aren't we? Is there much to do outside of the manor? Refreshments can be requested on the patio. Many of our guests enjoy walking the grounds, and there is a hedge maze for your enjoyment. Mr. Hunter also offers horse riding lessons, though I believe those are now booked out. But if you're asking if there is anything outside of the grounds, no. Fort, the town you took the carriage from, is our closest point of contact. I'm sure you will find the hotel offers everything you could need during your stay with us. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are served in the dining room. There is a well-stocked library, a bar, and a drawing room for relaxation, which includes a variety of games and records for your entertainment. Sadly, the bathhouse is closed at this time of year. The water is too cold to heat. Usually we have the telegraph room for communications. I'm sure it will be repaired soon. I mean, if you have a screwdriver, I can have a look at it. Did they? Well, I'm sure they had a good reason for it, although I can't imagine what it might be. Groundsman will have the tools to deal with it, I'm sure. Right, well, I guess that's all the evidence we can discuss, and we've got 30 minutes left.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Then please wait here. The staff will prepare your room, and I'll be back to show you to it shortly. Now, if you will excuse me, with the telegraph machine broken, I have delivery orders to write for the morning. If you need me again, you know how to summon me.
I've got to do the right incantation to summon him, right? So, Miss Deane, was here but left. Her date of departure does line up with the letter I received. Be good to see the letter she left behind. Seems my cut-off for investigating is midnight. I should get a move on. Having a look around here, I'm not sure Miss Deane's letter is still being kept in the reception area. Likely the manager has it in his office. By exploring and interacting with items, you can progress the investigation to see which objects you can interact with. Hold down. We have detective vision. Okay, right. Place my luggage there. There you go. Right, luggage placed. Let's... Seems quite vexed. We can sort that. Maybe I can assist with the repair. He'll warm to me. Let's quickly do this. Right. We want 2 more. Right. These burnt out discs are where the smell in the room is coming from. I'll remove them in case there's any risk. Alright, I'll give this a try. Can give these new discs. Need to assemble the battery to the right voltage. Which needs a number of discs in the right order. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not working. Must have the wrong. Cells made up of 2 discs called anode cathode. Yeah, we did that. Copper at the bottom. Paper disc is the that. that. Stacking diagram shows voltaic output of 4 volts. Cell is made up of 2 discs. This is a 6 volt one. So if that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7. Okay. There we go. Battery seems to be working, and telegraph machine now has a hum to it. Placement battery and telegraph machine. It seems to be working now. I should tell the manager and get him out of the room. Primary means of communication with the outside world. Just explodes in my face. A whole extra volt. Right. Ding.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
I fixed your telegraph machine.
Your telegraph machine seems to be functional.
Is that so? Mr. Hunter must have slipped in unnoticed and fixed it. Then you'll have to excuse me. I have messages to send ahead of tomorrow. I will be in the telegraph room should you need me. You shouldn't be waiting much longer for your room, I assure you. It will be ready by...
Alright. Go on. Quick. In there. Should act quickly. I don't know how long he'll be staying there. Character locations and points of interest. Press 4. It's the map. Right. Explore the manager's office. Find a letter. Letters requesting gramophone records. Letter complaining about the housekeeping being overly familiar and curiosity. Various letters from guests making requests for hotel. Record of who's in which rooms. Something under it. I think this is it. Yes, Miss Deane's departure letter. On his desk? Strange. He must have been examining it when I arrived. It's signed. I wonder, does it match her signature in the sign-in book? Are there any differences between these signatures? E is different. The Y is different. And the D is different. Who organizes the desk in games like these? The big drawer is just 2 sheets of paper in it. I know, it's not efficient, is it? Of hers, but who and why? Gathered enough evidence to craft a hypothesis. Evidence provides keywords for each hypothesis. And we did with a whole 2 minutes to spare. To make a hypothesis, open the hypothesis panel. Complete a hypothesis by filling in the missing words using keywords gleaned from evidence. Please consider to determine if you are correct. Mr. Varley. He looks profoundly displeased. Is it with me or something else? Manner's method of sending communications. The pile of discs. Observation discussed with. Should I mention letter left? Found the letter. Gained entry to manager's office. From Miss Deane. Was in the office.
Let's discussing Miss Deane from the event. It's fake. Signature is forged.
Comparing signatures, the shown signature is fake. Who forged it? Letter Miss Deane supposedly wrote is faked, but who wrote it? Jacket note. Yeah, that's a tomorrow thing, though. Hypothesis, you hate those quests in Genshin. Wait, there's a mystery element in Genshin Impact? Really? The waifu collection game? Has had a rendezvous planned, but the forged signature is enough to tell me the letter excusing her was faked. Think. Something is fake. Is forged. Yes. Miss Deane's. What if I know what happened here?
So, Miss Deane didn't leave the hotel. And somebody wants us to think that she did.
Waifu collection is a serious business.
But who? Can I learn anything about the culprit?
Well, they speak English. They can write.
Yes, this is true. But it seems likely that all the staff and guests would. I'm unlikely to find the culprit based off this.
They can write.
Of course. Educating the people over here isn't exactly the Crown's highest priority. As a result, literacy rates are low enough in the west of Ireland. The fact that this letter was written at all is a useful clue to the identity of the culprit behind whatever has befallen Miss Deane.
She did not leave the manor, though somebody wants people to think she did. Facts on the culprit. Completing the hypothesis is critical to advancing the mysteries and finding Miss Deane. As each success hypothesis will reveal facts about the culprit. Information you know about the culprit will appear on the panel to the left. Use it to, as the story unfolds to eliminate suspects. Mid-40s, he's the manager. He had never met Deane before she arrived. We can profile him. Should investigate Mr. Varley's office to see if it contains anything useful. Should investigate Mr. Varley's quarters to see if it contains anything useful. Kept checking his watch. Build a profile. Built on conquered land. Unhappy. Cracked glasses. We've got 2 minutes. We're going to have to toss this place really quickly. Guess we're just bouncing out they were able to write. The culprit. By investigating those present in the manor, I should be able to eliminate the suspect and reveal the culprit. Who is behind Miss Deane's disappearance?
Mr. Ward. Mr. Ward. Your room is ready.
Quick, out the window! Place is freezing. I stepped out for some air. Saw nothing. Nipped out for a cigarette.
Mr. Ward. Your room is ready. Mr. Doyle has taken your luggage ahead.
And he knows nothing other than I move stuff around in his room. Wow, you've got a twin. Let's chat with you.
If you head up the stairs, the porter will show you to your room.
Mystery. Guess I can't ask you anything else. No. Well, we've already done our analysis. Okay. Let's see our suspects. Strange device? Strange contraption. I wonder if that's what its function is. What is it measuring? Got a green man. A young Edgar Allan Poe, I guess. Plaque tells me this is Walter Blake, the Marquis's only child. Drawing room in there. This is going to be Edward Blake, isn't it? You've got a meeting? No worries. I'll see you in a bit. Man who built the manor, according to the plaque. First Marquis. Closed for preparations for Saturday. Fine suit of armor. Seen battle, or is it purely ornamental? No, that really is Edgar Allan Poe. Jonathan Blake, the owner of the estate. Painted here with his young son Walter and late wife Mary. Who's that? I'm seeing ghosts. Where did she go? Is that a ghost? Get a grip, Declan. You're tired and this place is getting to you. Nevermore? Recent drawing of the manor. Northeast corridor. So what was it? That was the drawing room? Drawing room, yes. Lobby. This is southeast corridor. Alright, let's go find the porter. Portrait of a woman with dark hair. She's holding an ornate vase that looks Egyptian. That's curious. Plaque reads, Lady Wilhelmina Blake.
This room's yours, sir. Number 4.
Alright, well, we're going to check everything else prior to that. Oh, map of the upper floor. It should be useful for placing which guest is located where. Just admiring the art. 13 to 16. 18. Oh, we can have a cheeky listen. It sounds like there's someone on the other side. Southwest upper corridor. Right, well, there's definitely a secret door here, isn't there? We're gonna have to, like, put something in his hand or tweak something and a door opens. His outstretched hand makes it almost like Christ-like. He was anything but a savior figure.
Well, this is your room, sir. Breakfast is served at 9 a.m. in the East Wing dining hall. Nice chance to meet your fellow guests, that. Oh, I also put your luggage inside, sir. Anyway, sleep well and all that.
Right, time to analyze a suspect. Unusual Celtic cross. Celtic cross, though it seems somehow different to many I've seen. Seems to be suffering from a kind of tremor. Sunken red eyes. His eyes are red as if something is irritating them. He's on drugs! We talked to you about your addiction.
Breakfast is served. A nice chance to meet your... Oh, I also... Anyway.
No, we can't question where we can score some drugs then. Alright. Let's get some sleep. It's late. There's little of interest to me in there. Is my imagination, or has this thing been opened? Certainly, nothing seems to be missing or moved. They've been going through my stuff. Nothing catches my eye. Where's the mini bar? Where's the complimentary booze? Or at least some tea bags, right? Guide to the local flora and fauna, though the locale in question seems to be the north of England. So we'll find out who's from the north of England and left their book here. Nothing catches my eye. We will wind up the gramophone in a moment. Small house up by a mountain. Wonder if this location is nearby. I doubt I'll sleep well knowing this damn thing is lit. Sure what beast this came from. Well, it's certainly not that stag, is it? Wintry landscape, skilled piece, if somewhat uninspired. Right. Also, fox's head. Intelligent, sly creature. Those whose traits do not seem to have helped it here. What was the other painting? Empty landscape. Alright. Fine gramophone. Not the kind of thing I was expecting to find in my room. Stranger still, it does not come with any recordings. I look and feel exhausted. Alright, well, I guess we get some sleep then. Freshly dressed with good quality sheets. I should rest. Time to have a nightmare, because I remembered this bit from the demo. Can we just go back to bed? Right, fine. We'll run down the corridor. Because apparently we're in that episode of Doctor Who. It's alright. They're not following us, right? Don't blink. We opened the sigils. We've broken the first seal. The end of the world is nigh. Who set a fire in the middle of the hotel? Oh, you mean? There you go. Okay, I know there is something in the... Oh, I guess we can't get to the options. There was something about, like, drawing the sigils. Like, it's a little bit awkward. Because it's... Like, if you move slightly in the wrong direction, you, like... immediately... Oh no, I was trying to go across. Just wanted to light a candle, get Christmas spirit going. Is that it? What did we learn from Darkest Dungeon? Like, if we see a weird, strange rock with runes on it, we should definitely touch it, right? Nothing bad ever happens. Right, breakfast was at 9. We've got an hour to kill.
Oh, my head. I don't feel rested at all. What was that dream?
We've...
So vivid.
Despite my tiredness, I've woken with a new eagerness to attend this event's seance.
Given I only learned about the event last night, I find that odd.
Well, somebody dropped
What on earth was that?
a bunch of glasses. Also, strange sigils. There's a haunting, which we can chat with both Mr. Varley, Miss Blake, sunken red eyes, unusual Celtic cross. He's got the shakes. Day 2. Oh, somebody dropped it down there. Oh, there's a dead bird.
How fast must it have been going to break through like that, Mr. Hunter?
Hard to say, Mr. Sham. Some of the wood up there needs replacing, so all they had to do was hit the wrong part.
Stable master and groundsman, Mr. Dara Hunter. Oh god, there's a priest. Given the attire, he is likely Father Lorcan Sinnott. There's Whispering Women. Only one matching pair signed in at the same time. Ms. Victoria Lau and Miss Ivy MacLeod.
What is happening here, Mrs. Joyce? Myself and the Marquess were in a meeting with Miss Mantovani.
Oh,
Caitlin
sir,
Joyce.
Saint Werracrow. Poor thing was dead on impact. But don't you worry, we'll get this cleaned up in no time.
Also, who's going up there to patch the hole in the roof? Otherwise, it's going to get very damp in here. Caitlin Joyce, the housekeeper.
Sorry, Marquess.
Miss Murphy?
I was just coming to get you for young Master Walter. He won't eat alone. The food'll go cold for long.
Miss Murphy, the cook.
Well, then I shouldn't keep Walter waiting any longer. Come, I shall leave the rest of you to it, and trust everyone to have a good day.
Marquess of Doon, Jonathan Blake. Would the boy in the painting be the master of the house, Walter? Right, there's a whole load of people here to talk to. The commotion seems to be drawing a crowd. Is this everyone? Then everyone except Miss Deane, of course.
What's all this about a dead crow? Would that be a bad omen for anyone traveling today, yes?
Please, Mr. Coventry. Oh, Finn's being here is bad enough omen.
Right. Some decorum, please.
Aunt, perhaps then this is, I'm gonna butcher these names. Rowry and Fia, Callahan. There's a fucking druid in here.
All true.
Full-on druid.
Coventry. No doubt about that.
Mr. O'Finn. He wasn't in the sign-in book. He must be the X.
A bad omen. And it didn't show up in your cards, Mrs. Erickson. Oh my.
Show some respect. Mr. Dupre, can't you keep your woman in line? Or is your dynamic the other way around?
Mrs. Darcy is not my woman, Mr. Scarrett, nor am I her man. We are people and belong only to ourselves.
It's going to be the American. The American did it.
Actually, the cards are more of a tool, a guide. They reflect.
Is there a need to prove yourself, Mrs. Erickson? Huh?
Either that, it's the Frenchman, right? Right, this all of these people, one of them is our suspect, right? We've got to start the profiling now. Is it the American or the Frenchman did it? And by process of elimination, the distracted man must be Cathalomera. And those two remaining women, lady on the right looks more like a Barbarossa and the other a Quinn.
Speaking of late arrivals,
all eyes turn to me.
Who was our newest guest?
I feel like I'm being watched.
This might be a good time to mention that breakfast will be ready at 9 a.m. in case anyone wants to return to their rooms and freshen up.
Saved by the Bellboy. Well, there's the episode title. Right, they all disappearing. Who do I get to talk to? Most people disappeared. Okay, the druid's around. We're definitely going to speak to the druid. One of these people must be behind Miss Deane's disappearance. But who are they? They all here for the seance, and some of them know one another clearly. Do they all know one another? Am I clearly an infiltrator? I can't think on that too much, or I'll grow paranoid. All I can do is the job, and investigate her vanishing, and probe into these people. One of them is behind it. The more I can learn about them and their reasons for being here, the better chance I have in finding her. I should make a record of their movements. It might be helpful to know what their plans are and when their rooms are free. Well, actually, like, the druid is, like, the least suspicious, because he can't write, right? So we can already strike them off the list. Oh, no. I've been watched by the Frenchman. Don't make eye contact. Their vision is based on movement. Shit. Okay, well, I guess we're talking with Etienne Toussaint.
Monsieur? You would be Declan Ward, correct?
Oui.
Allow me to even the playing field. I am Etienne Toussaint, the banker of fraudulent mystics. And it's the topic of fraud I wish to speak with you on.
Well, let's analyze him first. Society of Physical Research, established 1882. Psychical Research. What's in his book? Notebook in the pocket, worn around the edges, kept close at hand. And... oh, is it just those two things? Okay, right, well, I guess that's it. Merde. Alright, let's discuss the crest, sure. If I might ask, what does the crest you're wearing indicate? It is the emblem of the Society of Psychical Research, a grouping of curious individuals who try to apply academic rigor to paranormal situations. It's a mixed set. We believe we're some believers, some skeptics, some in between. But I find it suits me to have some like-minded people to share my work with. So, have you experienced any strange occurrences here? No, actually, how did you know my name? Sure. You know me, sir? Not quite. I know of you. It remains to be seen if you truly are the man I have read about. So what is a skeptic doing here? Let's see what... talk about his notes. Do you always carry that notebook with you, Mr. Soussan? More often than not. There's a lot to record. Best I don't chance it to something fragile like memory. You agree, non? I have seen you making notes in your own journal, oui? So have you identified anything strange happening here? Have you noticed anything strange happening about the manor? I have noticed handprints on my mirror as if it were cold. Not the strangest thing, or at least I have seen stranger through my work. Well, there's a strange device down there. You studied that strange device in the atrium? I have. It is strange indeed, but this place has other similar devices. I'm unsure if it means anything or is purely for display. We are indeed, unfortunately. Hello, Claire. But what of the hauntings? Have you seen a ghost? Increasingly, I think I see strange things about this manor. The power of suggestion will do things to the mind, Monsieur Ward. Figments of the imagination, perhaps, but perhaps we'd best err on the side of a believer for now, and leave them, no? Sorry, I take it you're here to debunk the seance. Searching out a fraud must be easy work at an event such as this. In what way, monsieur? It is a seance. Surely everyone involved in running it is a charlatan and the rest naive fools. Au contraire, monsieur. Many of the guests are truly magical practitioners. But at the gathering such as this, there is likely to be somebody looking to take advantage of more vulnerable attendees. Those who merely believe. Magic, you say? Excuse me, but did you say there are people here who think they can perform magic? No. I said there are people here who can perform it. You are, I know not of this scene, but believe me when I tell you, magic, rituals, ghosts, it is all real. It is hard, of course, and expensive in what it takes, so it is not commonplace. Easier for some to fake. This is ridiculous. to you right now, maybe. But you are here now, and you will soon see many unexplainable things. What do you know of the other guests, then? So you suspect someone, then? I believe most attendees are legitimate practitioners, but yes, I have my suspicions. Attendees and staff have their own problems to be solved. Solving these mysteries will help you uncover more about their relationships with Deane and their own reasons for attending the seance. You have gained enough evidence to solve Mr. Toussaint's hypothesis. After solving this hypothesis, confront Mr. Toussaint to find out what your deductions have revealed. Proof? I mean, there is one more thing that's going to push the timing along. No, I guess the seance is nothing. Proof is needed to declare somebody a fraud. Okay. Let us form a hypothesis. So, Sans goal is to something me into a... Right. French academic, debunker of false mystics. Should speak to Mr. Toussaint to discern intentions. Mr. Toussaint appears to be keeping notes. Seems to know who I am. Believes there's a fraud. Proof. Proof is needed to declare somebody to be fraud. Okay, so we still need to discuss that, because it's like if we're... Oh, no. We can discuss the proof. Go on then, let's... how do we exit out? Tab. I guess I can't exit out. Discussion topics. Proof. What if I don't want to make the hypothesis now? What if I want to back out of this? I can't seem to. Alright, well, we will have to do it without the proof. Goal is to... coerce? I guess coerce me into investigating a fraudulent... well, what if? That doesn't seem right. I was going to say, yeah. I guess we're just investigating a guest for him then. That's not right either. Or I guess investigate a guest for fraudulence.
It seems Mr. Toussaint is here on a witch hunt and intends to force me to his side. I should confront him about this.
I would have said investigate a guest for fraud, but fraudulence, I guess, is grammatically correct as well. Sure, let's just confront him. Your goal is to coerce me into investigating a guest.
Right. Excellent. I had planned to do it myself, but once I saw you, I knew you would have to help, Detective.
So, you do know who I am?
Indeed. I am an investigator of my own sort, you see. It would be foolish of me enter a new country and not read the papers, n'est-ce pas? As for my own investigation, I have focused on Madame Hazel Erickson. I'll get to the heart of it. She's an out-and-out fraud. About this I have no trace of a doubt. But my belief alone is not quite enough. I still lack evidence. Here, take this key. It will let you into room 19, Madame Erickson's room. There you can find something that proves the case. Of this I'm sure.
What makes you think I'd do a thing like that?
That's your job, is it not? And you would want to keep your presence here quiet? No? You won't hear a thing further about your presence once you have aided me. Here, the key. I shall see you back with the evidence inside the hour. Yes? Otherwise, Well, I will have to make an announcement at breakfast. You will be out no long after, I assure you.
And how do you expect me to get into Miss Erickson's room safely?
I believe I heard her discussing her plans with Monsieur Aufin. You might consider listening in.
Hello, Jaboa. You're back in the... they voiced over certain parts, not others. Yes. Like, kind of the more narrative bits have been fully voiced. Everything else, like the evidence gathering bits, then you're just picking them. It reminds me a little bit of like Disco Elysium. Obviously, before they got the director's cut type one, there was only little bits of it that were voiced, and a lot of like the kind of analyzing and evidence gathering bits and pieces you were just reading. So I think it's a little bit along those lines. Right, we've got to go listen in, apparently. Room 19 was that one over there, I think? Also, E, what was that? Act on Etienne Toussaint. Okay. Right, we're just eavesdropping. You can eavesdrop on private conversations to discuss more clues.
I'm sorry, sir, but do you have a pen I can borrow?
No use for one. Drudgery is an oral tradition, so I never got much into the writing. A hole must serve me grand for my purposes. Do you want my chisel?
No. I was planning on taking some notes. I want to go downstairs and examine the energy left by that poor bird before breakfast.
Why?
I suspect there is something to be learned about our fortunes here. If only I could have gotten to it before it was cleaned up.
Aye, well, I suppose some folks here have never gutted a bird to read its entrails before.
Is that some kind of Irish saying?
No.
Oh, well, you'll excuse me then.
Mr. Finn doesn't write, and I didn't see his name in the sign-in book. He must be the person who is marked with X. I'll make a note of that. Well, we've already established, like, okay, he did not write the fake letter. She's dipped down there. While investigating, you can learn characters' movements across the weekend. This information is learned by asking people, searching rooms, listening in on conversations, and more. This information will be added to the timetable. As you learn more information, timetable will populate. Characters will appear on the map each hour if you know their schedule. Reminders will also be set, aren't missed. Does feel like it'd be better to be slightly zoomed out here, but I guess not. So she's in the atrium. We can bring up the map specifically. Yes, we should suspect everybody, shouldn't we? I mean, I'm already suspecting the Frenchman is actually not French. His bad French accent is slightly better than my bad French accent, true, but I'm presuming is not a real Frenchman. So maybe he's still my number one suspect. He was the first one to seek us out. He's going to be my number one suspect right now. There's a basement, ground floor, courtyards out front. I might be onto something right there. Right. Well, let's go around this way so the druid doesn't ask us anything. Number 19. Right, the druid's definitely not looking in this direction. Good. Let's listen in. Can't hear anything. It doesn't seem like anyone is inside. This is where Miss Hazel Erickson is staying. Alright, check the notes. It says targets. Miss Deane's name is circled. Though Etienne Toussaint is crossed out. There's a combination for this, I wonder. It's a 4-letter word. Okay. Let's have a look around. Let's see if we find anything else. Nothing happening when I touch it. Standard deck of tarot cards. I can't see anything special about them. Ooh, burnt paper. Remains of a letter from a contact telling her that she is magically void, meaning she cannot learn magic, no matter how hard she tries. No wonder she burnt it. So was that crucial coming off it? Oh no, it's just crackle, I guess. Miss Erickson's schedule for the weekend. I have noted her movements in my timetable. Clothes.
I'm running out of time to find Mr. Toussaint as evidence.
No, it was within the hour, right? I've got 35 minutes left. What about the dress? Book by Mr. Toussaint. Frauds and Their Methodology, Volume 2. There are several pages bookmarked. Oh, she's on the opium. Morphine, scopolamine. I've never heard of a concoction being used to sedate people. I've heard of the concoction being used. Is this for her own use or something more sinister? Variety of average shoes. HOGD then. Right, there we go. Matic Order of Golden Dawn. Okay, right, well, we've got our code then. And come on, next one. Small stones and runes carved into them. The letters, though, I'm trying to look at. There you go. Some ancient-looking pages. Luminatus Magicus Consumatium. Magic resides in the heart of the user. Consume it, and you'll take their power. Place the sedated victim inside the ritual circle. Candles, a knife, bog, oak, everything required to carry out the ritual. But who? I cannot risk picking another pariah like me. Looks like that. To be a ritual to eat the heart of a person and steal their magical abilities. Good God, she can't honestly mean to go ahead with this. Right. Close. No, I can't like reset the thing. Okay, right. Well, we got what we needed. Alright, the druid's still over there. Right, let's go deal with this for him. Go on then.
Hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Sure, we'll start with the ritual. And a ritual in her room. It talks about eating a person's heart to steal their magical abilities. Surely this is nonsense, sir. Such a thing cannot be real. What's more, she cannot intend on doing this. That is ominous, rather too ominous. Certainly, such rituals exist. They do work. I cannot say. Do they work? I cannot say. Would she do it? Madame Erickson is a fraud, monsieur. But I have no trouble believing she is capable of such a deranged act. You'll no doubt find many here studying strange things, but reading a book on sacrifice is not the same as performing it, correct? If we are to know this is her plan and not academic in nature, then she would need to confess. She is unlikely to confess to me, but you perhaps... the names. Why was your name crossed out? Discovered a list of names in her room with names of guests on it. Interesting, but if it doesn't prove anything in itself, a list of marks for her fraudulent ways, at least of something more, who can say off this alone? Your name was marked off. How insulting. List of people she does not like, maybe. Evelyn Deane's name was circled. At the top it was written targets. Interesting. Speculation, yes, but perhaps it is that I do not use magic, whereas Mademoiselle Deane, she is rumored to be a studied woman. Also, burning of the scrap of paper. And a scrap of paper indicating that Miss Erickson is a pariah. I thought it might interest you. It does, but the scrap, you say. Is the page complete? Is she named on it? She is not. Then it will not suffice. I do not think we could convince anyone it isn't a forgery. However, real it might be. Proof. We never... My record of other attendees' movements this weekend. What sort of proof would suffice to show someone to be a fraud? Any number of things, monsieur. Catching them in the act, of course, but a record of their methods, a letter admitting they are faking it. Even a confession would do if witnessed by somebody of standing. I'm sure you will know it when you see it. Sure. You said you wanted to see Mrs. Erickson in action, but isn't Mrs. Carmela Montavani the mystic of honor at this seance? You are correct, monsieur, but that does not interest me. Mademoiselle Montavani's talents are known and tested many times over. I'm sure she will do a fine job. Alright, I don't think there's anything else. The seance will just push time along. Timetable. Yeah, we don't... We're starting to run a little slim on time.
Take care, monsieur.
History. Need to find Mr. Toussaint and confront him about my hypothesis. There's more to be done. Wrap up this mystery. Mr. Toussaint has given me Mrs. Erickson's key. Investigate the room for evidence. Let's describe an arcane ritual. But letter. Alright. Well, I guess we've got to do those 3 chats with her. Alright, let's head downstairs then. We'll ignore the druid for now. We'll do some analysis though. Crest on the necklace. An elaborate crest worn with pride. I don't recognize the symbol, however. Anything else? Costume jewelry, an array of jewelry, the sort worn by spiritualists and show women. One more thing. Oh, fingernails. Nervous energy. She hides it well, but seems uncomfortable. What reason? You got anything from the mystery? strange narcotics. Syringe containing potent narcotic, possibly enough to knock a grown man unconscious for several hours. Hazel Erickson's goal is to something the something of something to something her something. Hermetic Order of Golden Dawn, or the Golden Order, is a semi-secret magic society established in England. Realizing that Mrs. Erickson held the Hermetic Order of Golden Dawn in such high regard, I deduce the initials, the code for a lockbox. Suspiciously large box. It should open the proof forge. Collection of notes. Alright. Let's have a chat, shall we?
Well, hello there. I don't recognize you. We haven't met before, have we?
We haven't. I'm Declan Ward.
Mrs. Erickson. Hazel, if ever we should get so friendly. I'm a medium by trade, so naturally I had to come to this gathering. I'm hoping to pick up some new skills before the end.
How do you pick up new skills that aren't innate talents? That's an interesting necklace you have there, miss. Can I ask what the crest you're wearing symbolizes? I'm a member of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. It's just a little way to let fellow members know they're among kin, you know. The Golden Dawn? What's that? Do I? I would sure hope so. Let's see. What can I tell you? We're a society of those interested in magic, especially the divine. What you'll hear called high magic. Right now, the Egyptian style is in fashion. The society is based in London. You should see about it. You know, if ever you find yourself over there. Heard you discussing the crow. You're studying the crash site? Oh yes, the poor bird. As we mentioned, it is an omen. I thought perhaps it was best to see if anything could be learned in what remained of the incident. Sadly, the staff beat me to it, so there is not much to be seen here, I'm afraid. As a practitioner of magic, what should I like? Just saying, I've been in your room and going through stuff. Let's say, maybe this will bring up other guests here. Sure. There's quite a turnout at this event. Any number of people skilled in the magical arts. Are there any you would recommend talking with? People whose skill you particularly admire? Oh, well, Miss Montavani, of course, but she's so busy. She's hard to talk to. Miss Deane is also a skilled practitioner, though I have not seen her in a few days. So Miss Deane was one of these people who believed they could use magic. Perhaps you should talk to the Callahans. You said about, improving your skills. How would you do that? You think you could, there could be a ritual that would allow a person to steal magic from another practitioner? How could you? No, of course not. I wouldn't know, Mr. Ward. I communicate with ghosts. I would have no business with such rituals. What are we at? 47. But she brought up ghosts, so we'll talk about the hauntings. A few of the guests seem to believe the manor is haunted. Have you seen anything yourself? Mr. Ward, we would not be here if it were not haunted. I, of course, have seen all manner of ghosts since coming here. I'm sure you will soon, too. Don't worry, Mr. Ward. They will make themselves known to you. seem a little nervous. You alright, Miss Erickson? You seem uncomfortable. As if to comment on it will make me more comfortable. I'm fine, Mr. Ward, thank you. That's some interesting jewelry you've got there. Does that jewelry have any particular meaning? Oh, not in that there's such symbols or anything of that sort, but different colors and stones are thought to have magical correspondence. It's almost standard as the mystic's attire. It lets people know exactly why I'm here and what I do. Alright, we've got 10 minutes. I guess we get to, like... I've just rooted around in your room. Like, how do we bring these up without saying we've broken into her room? Sure, fine. I've heard it said that some people are simply devoid of magic. Have you heard of such a thing? Pariahs? Yes, I have heard of this. People for whom no amount of training will open the third eye. It's dreadful, unfair even. What do they do to be cursed so? Go on then. The big lockbox. Heard the staff mention you had a lockbox brought with you. It must be important to have brought a thing like that so far. Oh, well, you know, they are secret documents to be kept safe. What is it to you anyway? I guess there's not a lot else. Unless we can discuss Miss Deane? I don't suppose you met Miss Deane? Did you know, Mr. Ward, that certain animals have brightly coloured patterns to ward off such creatures? That's what they're saying these days. It's too bad Miss Deane's not a frog. Maybe it stopped the likes of Mr. O'Mara from chasing after her. He was? Mr. Ward, the poor boy asked her to marry him. She said no, of course, and so publicly, too. What's a wolf to do with a lovesick puppy? A wolf, then, not a frog. No, I said she should be a frog. Presently, she's just a harlot. We've got 7 minutes. Like, coming up with a hypothesis and that, like, takes a minute, but we're going to have to go back and chat with the other guy. That's another minute or two there, right? What do you make of the strange device in the atrium? Oh, the measuring device. It's very impressive, isn't it? I think it bodes well for the seance. That was a waste of time then. I guess we just chat about her? Tell me about yourself, Mrs. Erickson. Why? What would you like to know? I mean, let's see. I'm a spiritualist. You know that, don't you? Which is to say, I communicate with spirits of the dead. I started off in the practice back home. New York has its own scene, you know. But I prefer London for its societies. I'm still based in New York, of course. There's to be no moving with my husband's job. But I do spend quite some time on this side of the pond. How's that for you? Your husband? Go on then, we'll get some info on this new guy. Carefree rake from the south of Dublin, okay. Have you met Mr. O'Mara? Oh, that boy, he's absolutely fascinating. It's not often I get to talk to someone who has dealings with angels. He might be the first. I wonder if he might consider joining the Golden Dawn. They'd be more than happy to have him. Even with his reputation for being a bit of a daredevil. Now that I say it aloud, I wonder if there's a link between his gift and his recklessness. Alright, well, let's see if we can form a hypothesis.
It's nearing breakfast and I need to find that evidence for Mr. Toussaint soon.
Make a hypothesis. Goal is to steal the magical abilities of maybe Evelyn Deane, to consume her I guess that is actually steal the heart of Evelyn Deane to consume her magical abilities. What if you're using AI to do your interview homework? Oh well. That doesn't seem to make any sense. Am I missing something? Unless it's consume the heart of Evelyn Deane to steal her powers, I guess. Maybe the other way around. Yep, okay.
Mrs. Erickson intends on murdering Evelyn Deane to eat her heart and steal her magical abilities. I must confront her before it's too late.
Mr. Ward, what troubles you?
Your goal is to consume the heart of Evelyn Deane to steal her magical ability.
How could you possibly... Can you, read minds? Or did you let yourself into my room to rifle through my belongings? Bad news for both of us, then. You can't say anything without giving yourself up as a thief. And who would believe you? Whatever it is, you're no mystic, so there's no way you can't understand. To know such secrets exist, such wonders to see, and to be kept from it by some abnormality. What's the reason? I've put the work in and nothing. Am I a soulless freak? Is that why? Am I to be punished in this life and then again for eternity? Would you sit by and do nothing? Well, I won't. I'll have my heart, my powers, my soul, and all you get by saying something is a nasty dealing with when I have them. Stay out of this, Mr. Ward, if you have any sense.
We have the evidence. Tell Mr. Toussaint about the confession. Confession is a fraud. The woman... Good lord, the woman's insane, desperate, or both. She must be stopped. Maybe Mr. Toussaint will have some idea. Well, I've got 4 minutes to prevent a murder. Alright, then.
Hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
The confession.
Mrs. Erickson has confessed to me. Quite a gruesome plan.
She is indeed a fraud. She has no magical powers. She seems to be incapable of using magic, in fact. Something that plagues her, to the point where she will perform a ritual to steal the heart and magical prowess from another ear.
What? No, it cannot be.
She is in dire need to feel magic. To have it, it seems. But also, she fears that the reason she cannot use magic is a flaw in her soul.
She's blinded, of course, by our desires. Anyone who believes in a soul would also believe that there is no eternal bliss for them after murder. Especially in a manner so foul. What's more, now you and I know our plan. Here, take my notes. Let her know that if she does this, not only it will stain her in her God's eyes for eternity, but also we'll see her hanged and raced to this oblivion she fears so much. She would be better served getting off this path now and finding more mundane solutions to finding her God's favor. I am told one can cleanse the soul with coin. My record shows she certainly conned enough of that in her time. As for you and me, Monsieur Ward, our business is done. Whatever reason you're really here, your identity is safe with me. And as for this place, news of our plans has turned my stomach. I've had enough mysticism for this trip. I shall be sitting the séance out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have notes to make in my quarters. Au revoir, monsieur.
Right. Does that mean he's sitting out there, therefore he's no longer a suspect? Like, he's still my number one suspect. Never trust the French. Now has the information he needed. He will be also ensure she does not do something more terrible. That gauge decreased and the light went out as soon as Mr. Toussaint decided he was no longer attending the séance. What exactly is that device monitoring and why? Maybe I should convince another guest to avoid the event and see if this occurs again. Apparently there's 4 of them. Plus we've got 3 minutes to stop her from...
Excuse me, sir. Is this your room? Number 4? Mr. Ward?
Yes, that's me.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. Just delivering this parcel to your room. It was left for you at the front desk.
Is that the extra 300 quid I was getting paid?
By who?
No idea, sir. It was left when nobody was about to see. Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
What is this? A journal? It has Miss Deane's name on it. What's inside? How did this get here? No postmark, so it came from the hotel itself? But from who? Regardless of who sent it, I should read the thing. We have observations. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. The dream! Okay. Sunday 24th, she talks of her arrival at the manor. Everything seemed to be going smoothly. Her writing is delicate and graceful, as was her signature. What are these 4 symbols beside the word supplies? Monday 25th, it seems she bumped into somebody and was not pleased to see them. Looks as if she was to name them on the following page, but the information is now missing. Well, it's been torn out, that's why. Yeah, because that's different handwriting. It seems some pages were torn out. Tuesday 26th, the night she went missing. She speaks of feeling of dread and she doubts she will sleep that night. Her writing has become more erratic since she arrived at the manor. Sigil with dream scrawled next to it. In my dream, did she dream it too? What does this mean? Did we have the same dream? What does it mean? Has anyone experienced anything similar, I wonder? If I could find even 3 people with similar experiences, then I could be sure that there is something there. This has left me with more questions than answers. Perhaps some answers lie in her reason for being here. Maybe I can find something related to that, or otherwise useful by searching her room. In which room was she staying? Unlock the mystery of Miss Deane's bedroom. It'll be the handcuffs under the bed, right? Oh, not that kind of mystery. Also, what's E? Act on Hazel Erickson. Right, yeah, so we still need to confront her and tell her, don't do a murder.
Mr. Ward, surely we have nothing left to discuss?
The notes. There you go, that's it.
Mrs. Erickson, we need to talk.
This had best not be about my personal affairs again. Why don't you do us both a favor, Mr. Ward, and stop interfering? What could you, of all people, possibly have to say to me?
If somebody gets horribly murdered, you're going to be the suspect because we've already mailed the evidence to the police.
That's not a bad point. Perhaps you'll be more interested in what Mr. Toussaint has to say. Shall we go to your room then? Or would you rather discuss this in the open?
Yes, my room, sir.
So you've read the notes and understand your situation. Whether you face eternal damnation now is a point of debate. You assume that this is linked to this magical nullness you have. You may well be wrong. But if you do this, then you are locking yourself onto that path. And Mr. Toussaint will ensure your remaining days will not be easy. Magic or no.
He's right. I'm a damned fool.
And if you do this, you'll be damned to hell.
I wanted so much to be special. To have what the others have. But now you have taken that hope from me. Maybe you will have saved my soul. But even now, I think I'd pay that price for a taste of that. If he wasn't going to rob my chance to use and appreciate it, I would curse you both if I didn't know there would be no venom in my bite. But he wins. I forsake this ritual. And I forsake this seance. I have no want to see others enjoying what I will never have. I hope they see their ghost and more. So much more.
Another ding on the meter.
Now, I would really like to be left alone. I have a lot to think about.
Also, we're going to get a reputation. We just went up to a room. We're there for less than a minute. It was just a quickie. There you go. Look at another ding on the meter. But one of those red lights didn't go out. I was right. The gauge decreases as people's plans for the seance change. Still unsure of the device's purpose, but my gut says I want this to decrease as possible. Is it as decreased as possible by the seance? I mean, with 2 minutes to spare as well. The seance has attracted the likes of Miss Erickson and then Miss Deane may be in even more danger than I realized. I was able to make her see sense, but I doubt that's enough to spare her from eternal damnation. She's a fraud, an unrepentant sinner, with no regard for the harm caused by her pursuit of power. How many desperate people has she cheated to get this far? Can she atone for what she's already done? That is, if she's even realizes she needs to. Regardless, she's no longer of my concern. Well, I mean, we've got 2 minutes left. I mean, we could say hi, I guess. Oh, there's a way of having time pass regardless. Okay. I could do the analysis. We can analyze for a minute, right? That's a fantastic beard. Wild hair and beard. It looks like looks to be living a hermit lifestyle. Ornate belt. His belt is quite eye-catching. Roughly made circlet of wood and leather. A yew-branch with the simplest of ornamentation, but he carries it proudly. I presume... Do we just go... I don't want to... I want to be there when food is served. You've got to get it warm, right? We've got to be into the... What was it? The dining hall? Is it number 4 was the map? Yes. That door's locked. That's everybody's rooms. Why does the priest get the biggest room? Something wrong there, right? Okay. That's just for regular exorcisms, is it? That's going to take a minute to look at that. We just want to find drawing room, ballroom. Takes a minute to look at that picture. West Tower. Back into the atrium. We want to go and get some breakfast. I guess it's actually probably that big door there, right? Atrium. Dining room. There we go. Bathhouse is... They did say the bathhouse is closed at the moment because it's very cold. If you were wanting to store a body, possibly in a place where it's closed off and very cold, would be the way to go. Have we just solved this immediately? We know where they're keeping keeping her. She's locked away in the bathhouse. But first, breakfast. Oh, it's closed. Okay, right. Well, we can stare at a painting or something to wait for that to pass by. The stable's out back. Also, we can get into the basement. It's locked. Hasn't been opened in a while. I expect there's nothing I need from there. Locked, you say? Always be suspicious of locked doors. That might be where they're keeping the bodies. I found another tower. Actually, it doesn't cost any time to go into a room. I guess I'm just running around this place, aren't I? Staff area is locked off. Right, we're going to have to get a staff key at some point. Well, that looks suspicious right there. Okay, right. So we're going to have to do some sigils to open up a door there, right? Okay. So there's something similar with one of the suitcases, right? Same painting as in my room. First floor corridor. Ooh. Lost places. Okay, so this is more bedrooms. Closet. Closet. It doesn't cost us any time to go in the closets. Contains bed linen and towels mostly. Being used as a storage space for picture frames and other decorations. Unused storage closet. Closet filled with cleaning supplies. Back into the atrium. Snuck up behind the druid. Alright, well, so we just keep poking around rooms and closets and things. Can we go into the toilets? Anything evidence-wise? No. Nope. We're not a pervert, we're just looking for clues. That's the towers again. So is there another secret door under this staircase? It's just going to be to the ground floor, yeah. Don't tell me this is locked. Door is locked, yeah. Okay, right. Full on weeping angel situation going on. Sorry, I heard a word, strange sound effect. It 100% turned around! Yes! We got weeping angels! Come on. Do it again. Do it! Do it. Do it. No. Okay. Well... we blink, we die. Now I've got to try and remember where the dining room was, which is this one here. No, that's ballroom. Dining room! No, that's drawing room. Ooh, fancy. Can't read the book without having time pass. Is it a well-stocked library? Bookshelves to look at. Chalkboard. Is that for Pictionary round? I guess we're supposed to be playing parlor games in here, right? Well, it's back to the tower, isn't it? That's the tower, so it was this way. Strange contraption. Seems to be reacting to the guest's choices in relation to the seance. I still have no idea why. What was this one? This was the library. Certain topics can be researched in the library. To uncover further information, key research topics will always be found on the research desk. Bookshelves can be used to gain supplementary information. Topics can be learned from other characters' evidence and other research topics. How to translate religion. Research desk can be useful if I want to look anything up. That's more religion. Blake history. Blake history. Mary Blake. Wilhelmina. Open the drawers. Little of interest to me in here. Okay. Oh, spiritualism. Irish history. Is there Irish language? Because there was that phrase on the typewriter, wasn't there? World history, flora and fauna, medicine, science, psychology. Archaeology, geography, world mythology, Irish mythology, Irish folklore. Right. Well, I think we're just going to need to get that thing translated, and then we can maybe figure it out. But that? Oh, that was the toilet. You know what? I'm just going to nip to the loo. Suitably clean washroom. Alright. Well, before we go grab breakfast, maybe we should take a coffee break. Maybe I really should nip to the loo. So with that, yes, because I don't know whether, like, getting into the next hour we will be into more investigation and more people we will have to do mini missions for, like debunking other people. But yeah, well, we'll take a quick 5 here.